that the atmosphere, we must keep the atmosphere under 2 degrees centigrade. That is what is safe for the whole world. If we don't hold it at 2 degrees centigrade, then it will be catastrophic. And even UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Program, has reduced and has released an assessment about 1 week ago on the issue of the goal, the 2 degrees. They are even saying, with all the pledges that the developed countries have put on the ground and the developing countries, that we are going to reduce this much of greenhouse gases. If they reduce all those pledges and reduce them, even that is not enough to keep the temperature levels at 2 degrees by 2100. So what we are saying as LDCs, we and the African group, we want it at 1.5 degrees to know that we are safe, and then when we go to bed we sleep. So time does not allow us, because of the amount of greenhouse gases. The last assessment had said every day 30 billion tons of carbon dioxide is being released into the atmosphere. Now this new UNEP gap report is saying, as at now, it is 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide is being released. So that is what we mean by time. For us, we are saying we should limit it at 1.5 degrees minimum. But then the study says by 2100, it should, if it's not limited to 2 degrees centigrade, then it's going to be very catastrophic. And it means, what that means for developing countries is, it is going to be more than 2 degrees because of our situation, especially the African continent.
Warmer environment.
Yes. So it's going to be like 3 degrees for us, when the average is 2 degrees. So that is what we mean. If we don't act now, like today, we need to act.
Of course, translates into vulnerability.
Yeah, because the more carbon dioxide is released into the environment, more damage is done, and it is more felt by those who are more vulnerable. So this is the interconnection between the reduction of the greenhouse gases and the vulnerability of communities. So communities will become more vulnerable. You'll be hearing more disasters. You'll be hearing more things that you have not had for many years, and this is what we are trying to avoid. So we must act now. And those who have signed the Kyoto Protocol, for sure the EU is very much committed to the Kyoto Protocol. But the EU alone cannot do it. The United States of America must come in. If they don't come in, it is going to be very bad for all of us.
In other words, that is the last word that we wanted to throw to the entire international community. Or do you have anything else to add?
No. Apart from let us respect the commitments that we have taken. We are very small us, but we have commitments under the convention, and that is 4.1. And we have respected that. We are doing our inventories. We have respected what we have ratified, and that is why we are here in this convention on the negotiations.
Similar remarks were made by Mr. Pa Usman Jaju, Director, Department of Water Resources and Climate Change Focal Point, who also has been chairman of the 48 least developed countries group for the past 2 years.
I think if there is one that would make me very proud is the visibility of the group. Ismaila, when we took over, the LDC was not visible. Of course, we have been making statements, but what we did through a team of dedicated negotiators that was established as my advisors, which included 2 Gambians, Bubu Pate Jallo, who is an advisor, chief technical advisor in one of our early warning projects back at home, the Department of Water Resources, and Dr. Sidat Yafa, who is an assistant professor at the University of the Gambia. They are part of the team of negotiators who were advising me and following issues on behalf of the group. They were very active, and they were my soldiers in the negotiation rooms. We established and we designed a website for the LDC group where all our positions, all the research papers that we developed, all the submissions that we made, and it was historic in the history of the LDC group that this year we submitted 23 proposals. The submissions arise from recommendations and decisions of the Conference of Parties or the subsidiary bodies. So hardly in the past did we make use of those opportunities to express our positions through submissions. But this year we have hit the record, and if you go to the website also you would see all the past LDC chairs, and this is in recognition of the valuable contributions that they have made since 2001. And we also have the profiles of all the LDC countries in terms of their first national communications. So it's a knowledge network where we can share information. So that is something that I can say is one of the biggest achievements of the group. It makes us known and seen everywhere.
COP18 was only successful in extending the commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol, which expires this year, through another deal from 2015 to 2020, while promising cash flow for the reparation of loss and damage in vulnerable countries.
The Gambia has the honor to deliver this statement on behalf of the least developed countries group of 48 economically and technically challenged group of countries. I take this opportunity to congratulate you on your election as the president of the 18th COP of the Conference of Parties, serving as the 8th meeting of parties of the Kyoto Protocol. We are confident that you will lead this process in an open, transparent, and inclusive manner. To this end, we confirm our full cooperation and commitment in reaching desirable outcomes in Doha. We associate ourselves with the statements made by the Honorable Minister from Algeria on behalf of the Group of 77 and China, the Honorable Minister from Swaziland on behalf of the African Group, and the Honorable Minister from Nauru on behalf of the Alliance of Small Island Developing States. We would also like to express our appreciation and gratitude to the government and people of Qatar for the warm hospitality and the excellent facilities, and thank the UNFCCC Secretariat for the excellent arrangements. Mr. President, the science is absolutely clear.